Y'all, I got a great one for you today. This is an old episode of Trading Spouses with the Pollock and Bowers families. So, Samantha Pollock, who is Samantha Hart, actually commented on this YouTube video and gave us the scoop about what went on behind the scenes and how the producers actually kind of forced them to do and say things. But I want to show you this hilarious ass clip first of Samantha's neighbor, Normie.
Dental therapy. If you're not cleaning teeth, what are you doing? You know? Oh, anyway. So what is that? Like dental therapy? Yeah. You know. I do clean. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. It's a great profession, don't get me wrong, but you clean teeth, you know. So I don't know. It's kind of gross. You diagnose stuff. I doubted. She say that she diagnoses everything. And I'm like, well, anyway, diagnose me. She didn't do that. She slapped me. Yeah. I was going.
What the fuck?
Hey, she, you know, good. Looks like you're having a lot of fun.
I want the full interview with Normie, like yesterday. I want it right now, right this second. I needed it yesterday, but I want it. I want Trading Spouses to give us that whole ass interview with Samantha's neighbor. I need it. I have to have it. That was the best part of this show, was that one little clip of her neighbor. Now let's get to Samantha's comment. Now, if you've never seen this episode, it is basically, you know, Southern, like, prissy type wife crosses lives with a more, you know, not so prissy kind of wife. But this wife really is kind of negative towards Samantha's kids. And Samantha is trying to get her kids to eat better. You know, they kind of, you know, have different ways of living, basically. We'll go back to the beginning.
Positive visualization. You know, I basically believe that if you want something, you need to believe hard enough in it, you're going to have it.
No, just go around and park right there.
Even if it's something stupid like getting a good parking place, I just know when I pull in the parking lot, I'm going to get a good parking place, and I do.
Sam's headed pretty good. Always expects the best. You know, it's just really, she's never really satisfied.
I just visualize sort of what I want, and I see myself doing it. I see myself in the car that I want to drive. I see myself in Greece on a vacation. It happens, so I know it works.
I'm supposed to fly out on that day, but I could probably push it back.
Peter and I met when I was 19 years old.
I love you.
Good.
I've always dreamt, oh, it can only be better, it can only be better. Would I like a few luxuries in life? Sure, but who wouldn't? Okay, I'll make ice cubes.
You know the recipe.
My mom's not typical because she can't cook.
But that's because we asked her not to.
So you basically get the idea. They swapped these two women. So Samantha, who was this lady right here, I can get it right on there. Sorry. Okay, her, Samantha, she found this video. It was actually forwarded to her when it was shared. So she left a comment because she wanted to kind of set the record straight about what had went on during the filming of this. So Samantha says, just had this forwarded to me. Hi all, I am Samantha Pollock, now known as Samantha Hart. So here's the inside scoop on how this show that we filmed 17 years ago. Oh my God, I can't believe it's been 17 years. So obviously this is producer driven. The truth is, I am not a snob and I worked very hard to get where I was. My kids are not snobs either. They were very shy and incredibly bored during this week of filming. It was up to us moms to try to make the most of the week. I think I did a good job of that. Maybe Lisa struggled more, and she was obviously very different from me as far as how she speaks to her kids. The first day of filming, after my first interview, I quit the show. I told the producers of Fox that they had the wrong person for the show and that I would not be the person they wanted me to be. They wanted me to make fun of the kids and the family and how they lived. I refused. In the end, they agreed to my demands. I guess Lisa had to be the bad guy, but clearly it wasn't too much of a stretch. Laugh out loud. Her kids were so sweet and so was Craig. I enjoyed my time. After we got our checks, Lisa reached out to me and sent me a long letter that was very kind and sweet and thanked me for what I tried to do while there and said they were trying to change some bad habits. My Katie is still in touch with Lisa sometimes on social media. I am divorced, yes. I actually remarried for 6 years, but it was a shotgun wedding to a great Italian man. But in the end, not good for the long haul of life, sad to say. So I'm single again. Katie, who is her daughter, is an amazing singer. Check out her SoundCloud, Katie Hart Music, and her Instagram. She may or may not become a singer, but she has a beautiful voice and is following many passions. Zach, who is her son, Zach is a yacht captain and about to get married. They are such wonderful, kind people. Zach is not on social media. My Instagram is Samantha Hart says, please come say hi, but please be kind. Jerk is jerk. What can I say? That was his personality. He is a good man, very funny man. His sense of humor did not come across on TV. Normie, poor Normie. Normie was my neighbor. They didn't allow any of my real friends on the show, just neighbors. Joelle was a friend, and Amanda was my sister, and she is very kind and lovely. Joelle and Normie were coerced to say things that made them look bad, but you can't get around some of their comments. I am really not friends with either of them now. Joelle and I were besties for a while. Normie was always just my neighbor. Sorry for them and how it turned out. Normie was mortified. She even moved away and everything. Anyhow, don't know how or why this has suddenly resurfaced. So funny to look back and see this. Crazy comments. Please be kind to the kids. They are truly wonderful people and they were just kids. Anyhow, why did I do the show? Some of you asked. $50,000 for 5 days. I'm not stupid. XO. I love her comment. That's great. Like, I really, that's just such a wholesome comment and so much truth. Like, I loved the fact that I don't know how much influence the show had on Normie. They could have told her what to say, but her body actions were just amazing. I enjoyed Normie's interview, and I wish I could get the whole interview because that was the best part of this whole entire show. Samantha's daughter does sing really well. Even back then, she sang really great. I'm happy that Samantha left that comment. Now, on this particular channel called Tinsel, they have so many trading spouses videos. I love this channel. Please go check it out. I am subscribed. I like all their videos. I mean, they have great old clips, old shows, old series. It's amazing. They deserve way more followers and subscribers. Trying to see some of the parts here that I watched earlier that were good.
Yes.
Her advice, I don't know if she'd take it. She's kind of molded to her way of doing things. It's like my wife over there trying to tell her husband.
Now this was very annoying. I don't know if producers pushed Lisa to act this way with Samantha's kids, but I will say it was disrespectful in my opinion alone. It was very disrespectful. She didn't have to treat Samantha's kids like she did, especially Katie. Lisa targeted Katie a lot for some reason. And I don't know if it's because Lisa felt like she was like a little Miss Pris type girl or what, but that wasn't Lisa's kid to be nitpicking and kind of bullying. And I felt like that's what she was doing to Katie. You know, when you walk into someone else's house, that's their house. That's their kids. If you don't like the way their kid behaves, that's their house. But you don't have to be mean to them. And Lisa was really being a butthole. I'm going to show it. So here, Samantha's daughter has singing lessons. Katie's trying to sing with her teacher, and this is what Lisa does.
Katie wants to be a famous singer slash actress slash Hollywood star. Zach wants to have a pro baseball career. How are they going to survive when they leave the house?
What do you think?
They're kids. There's no point in pushing all of this onto them right now. They haven't dealt with this every day. They're kids. They don't know what they want to be. Yes, they say, I want to be a singer. I want to be a movie star. But they have no idea what they want to be. So you can't sit here and say, how are you going to do this when you get older? How are you going to be like this when you get older? Control, control, control. Stop it. You can't control every aspect of a kid's life, especially when you don't even control your own kids. And Lisa did not control her own kids. Her own kids was shooting her to bird in the back seat of the car, but yet she goes over to Samantha's house and she starts trying to play mommy. Now, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you how it went. She gets to Samantha's house and she starts playing, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't say or act like this. Parent your own kids. You need to had your own kids to listen to you. You couldn't even get your own kids to listen to you, so don't try to parent somebody else's. But this is how she behaves.
Thank you guys. Sounds good, huh?
I'd like to see her stand up. I'd like to see her project from the diaphragm. I want to see her feel the music because you're singing this beautiful words and you're like this. Let it shine. Go for it. Feel it from down here.
Having a stranger kind of try to direct your children, someone who doesn't know.
And the kids they're not used to being talked to this way either. You're not going to get anywhere with children who aren't used to this behavior. All you're going to do is make them be more shy and clam up worse.
Really? I mean, it was bugging me.
Come on, Kate. Stand it up. Get that diaphragm. Push it out. Let's go.
Shut up.
Just body language of you like all curled up. That's how your voice is coming out too. Stand tall. Show off your gift. Come on, Kate. Share it. Let's go. Get your mojo. Push it out. Turn to the wall if you want to. Sing to that woman in the
She
bush.
should be your vocal coach.
I want to hear you upstairs in the corner. Let's go. Move it.
Morning
Do it.
time.
Oh, wow. You whine all day long. Come on.
Katie wants to be a singer? These kids are in for a big fall when they get out into the real world.
Why? It's morning time. Could everybody go home and come back around 2 when it's available for Katie?
Let's get this energy going here.
Annoying.
Samantha,
That is so annoying. And let me tell you something. When you act like that in front of kids or to kids, you push that energy off onto kids. Now, you just seen how Lisa was acting right then. Now you're going to see her daughter act the same way. The same negativity, sadly.
wants me to change my clothes style a little bit.
I don't like it. I think that's ugly. I don't like these.
You could get something a little dressy, though.
She thinks I should wear dresses.
She's not willing. Her daughter isn't willing to open her mind at all because that's what her mother has always taught her. You know, you shouldn't be this, you shouldn't be that. No, let your kids be who they want to be. Don't be negative about everything. Don't teach your kids to be negative about everything. Teach your kids to be positive and see the best of any situation that they can, you know? Anyways, that's about all I'm going to do on this one. If you have any others, holler at me.